rim shaker and the wrist breaker. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league from going in.
I wasn't sure,
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lin has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lin.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
Crawford out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Pierce, and it's Smith, and it's Johnson in at the power forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Full 24-second shot clock. Now here's Lamb, covered by Redick. Outside, Lin. Second chance shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lin's got his second bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Hornets trail by 16. Pass to Lamb. Shoots the 3. The basket good off the assist from Lin.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Here's Jefferson, a special move before the shot.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Redick dishes to Johnson. Good on the triple. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Lin with it. Chris Paul covering. Lin the pass to Hansbrough. And there's the feed to Lamb. And there's the 3-second violation. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Navarro. The three-pointer off the mark. Hornets trail by 16. Lin with it. Chris Paul covering. Screen by Jefferson. Lamb. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Lamb's got 5.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And Griffin, here we go, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right, you got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Great open look there. And it's 7 points here for Lynn.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Hornets trail by 13. Here's Lamb. Can't get it to go. Jordan with some nice D.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and field.
Hansbrough setting the pick for Lynn. Kicks to Hansbrough. Here's Jefferson. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Hey, there's no denying it. DeAndre Jordan was a force on the boards last season. Led the league with 15 rebounds a game.
Here's Griffin. The shot is off. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Hansbrough. And Walker subbed in for Jeremy Lin.
Kemba Walker.
Hornets trail by 15. You know, talking about Jordan, very dominant, obviously, on the glass. Not only had the most rebounds, but gee, he also had the best rebound percentage at 32%.
And Kevin, I know you know that, but for our fans, that rebound percentage is the percent of rebounds a player could have grabbed, and that speaks to effort as well. And when Jordan was on the floor, he was getting a third of every possible defensive rebound.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jefferson. And Cody Zeller subbed in for Nicholas Batum. It's stolen. Poked away. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost. And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Walker goes in. Again, the Hornets score.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And gee, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Here's Griffin, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Walker goes in. Here's Kaminsky. It's tipped. Paul with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him, passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Kev, he came out of nowhere to slam that one back in.
Well, that's making him pay for letting him get his hands on that rebound.
Yeah, is it ever? I mean, I doubt we'll see them make that mistake again. And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality, maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
Greg, talking about Walker, you have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
It's deflected.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Navarro, the pass to Griffin, and he gets it to go.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The Clippers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. He has 11 points and the 1 steal.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end. You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
There's Walker with the three. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Got that one up quick. 7 points for Lamb.
They're shooting the ball extremely well right now. They're looking at that three-point shot as a way to get some extra offense and really continue to fortify their momentum.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Clippers leading by 19. Passes to Navarro from about 16. And the basket good. 13 points for Blake Griffin.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And Walker kicks to Lamb. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Lamb's got 9.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Paul. Passes to Navarro. To the middle. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Paul with the steal. 43 seconds left in the first half. Stolen by Walker. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Kaminsky dishes to Walker. And that one's good. He's got 17.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Navarro, the pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to Paul. Griffin against Zeller. Griffin inside. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. There's the dish to Kaminsky. Here's Lamb. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And through one half, it hasn't.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to